Well, hey, marketing heroes and entrepreneurs, and we are officially in Q4. That's right, we're on the way to the finish line. What are you doing to finish strong? That is the question I want to talk to you about today, and we're going to talk about how to create a killer Q4 strategy so that you can finish strong, but not only finish strong for this year, but jumpstart your next year, because your Q4 planning is the key to starting off your new year on a great note, rolling in with a strong finish at the end of this year, and getting a jump start on the brand new year. So let's talk a little bit about what it means as you're heading towards the finish line. And I have 3C process strategy that I want to share with you today that I use in my business to help me really dial in what I'm going to do in October, November, and December so that I set myself up for success in the new year. And my 3 C's are: 1 is, what are the goals that you're working on that you need to close out? So closing out any goals that you have on your desk so that you truly feel like you can tick a few more things off your list, because the year is not over yet. You still have 3 months to get some things checked off your list and get yourself into a position where you're ready to take on some new goals and challenges. So perhaps that's your book. Perhaps you haven't finished your book yet and you want to put that into the queue to get done before the end of the year. How good would that feel to finally check that off your list? Whether you've been stalled out a little bit on that, whether you need a helping hand to get started, stay tuned to the end of these 3 tips, because I've got a really special offer for you. If you are kind of stalled out, you've procrastinated, your book has fallen to the bottom of your to-do list, and you'd really like to amp that back up, pop it back up to the top of the list and get that done before the end of 2022, so you can go into 2023 with a book that you can use to monetize and grow your business. But before that, so this could be your part of your C, your closeout strategy, right? What goals are you going to take that you set yourself in January? Or maybe these were some Q2 goals or Q3 goals. What can you get across the finish line in time for the end of the year, so you have a few more things checked off your list? So that's the first C. The second C in my 3C Q4 strategy process planning is, what kind of things can you carry forward? So maybe you've got some goals that were a little bit larger than you thought they were going to be. They might be taking a little bit more time, or maybe life just happened and you have to move your deadline, and that's okay. One of my mentors once told me that there are no unrealistic goals, just unrealistic deadlines. So if you have a timeline that you need to move back, that's okay. But make that decision. Do it with purpose and intentionality. And use the carry forward C to make sure you put those things on a future to-do list. Or maybe it's just an extended deadline list. So maybe it's that you just need a little bit of extra time to get it done, and that's okay. And it's putting these things into your calendar and knowing that you haven't just let them go, but that you're readjusting your timelines and deadlines makes it feel more manageable. It takes the pressure off and gives you permission to not feel bad about it. So make that decision, set your carry forward goals with intentionality and purpose, and make sure you plot them into your Q4 strategy. Which leads me to the third C of this kind of Q4 planning strategy, which is creating some new goals. And maybe they're not brand new, big, audacious goals, but maybe they're just some smaller Q4 goals in support of your carry forward or your close out goals. So what could you be doing to support? For example, if one of your closeout goals is to finish your book, what are some of the goals that you can set yourself for Q4 that are in your create new section that helps support that. Maybe it's time blocking some writing time for yourself. Maybe it's hopping back into a community where you can get the support. Maybe it's finding an accountability buddy, and so you can stay on track and keep your goals moving forward. Whatever those create new goals might be for you, then get them into your Q4 calendar. Maybe you already have your book completed and you just know that you haven't really done all of the marketing tasks that you need to turn your book into this lead generation and income generating machine that you need for your business. So maybe part of your create new goals for your Q4 plan are to actually dial in your marketing strategy. And if that's you, I've got some tools and resources for you as well. So what could you do to get your Q4 marketing plan dialed in so you can eliminate some of that overwhelm of what's the content I'm going to create? How many lives am I going to do? Am I going to be posting on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or Instagram? What's your strategy look like? What's your content plan look like? And what if you could have it all done so that you can sit back and relax, and now all you have to do is kind of get some of those posts created and rolled out, but not struggling one at a time going, oh my God, what am I going to post about today? Two things if you're listening. So one, if you are somebody that already knows that you want to finish your book by the end of the year, so you want to finish your book, you haven't got it done yet, I want to know that I've opened up some spaces in my calendar for you to book your Q4 Get Your Book Done strategy session. And I really want to invite you to join in on this session. I'm going to do it as a group session where anybody who has not finished their book yet, I want us to gather together. Let's create a safe space, create some community, create an environment and a container where we can talk about that crystal clear vision for getting that back onto your to-do list and get it into that close out the 2022 year session so you can actually finish 2022 with your book in hand. And wouldn't that be amazing? And wouldn't that set you up for success for 2023? And what we'll do on this session not only is create that crystal clear vision for how you can get it done, but we'll talk about and uncover any hidden challenges that might be holding you back, that might be sabotaging you or keeping you stuck in overwhelm and procrastination for getting it done. So maybe just getting back into that supportive community where other people will also be planting their flag and committing to getting that closeout goal of your book done. Maybe the best thing is to get it done together. So I would invite you to hop on this strategy session. I'm going to put it in the comments below, and I want to see you there if getting your book done is still on your goals and your to-do list for this year. And then what you're going to do is we're going to leave that session where you're renewed, re-energized, and re-inspired to really put your book out into the world. So not only you can grow and monetize your own business, but so that you can get your big message out there and you can start attracting in the clients that are looking for you, that need you now more than ever to achieve those transformational results in their life and in their business. So let's get you dialed in so you can make that big income and that big impact that you were born to make with your book, okay? And number two, if you already have your book done and you know maybe you want to be using it a little bit more powerfully and a little bit more effectively to get those clients in the door, then I'd love for you to join the strategy session for people who already have their book done. And this one is your Q4 Monetize Your Marketing Strategy session. So how do you monetize your marketing? Well, it starts with having a marketing strategy and a plan, right? So let's get together on that session. We'll create that crystal clear Q4 marketing strategy that you're going to use your book to bring people down that path to working with you. We're going to crystallize that for you. So you'll leave this strategy session with your Q4 marketing plan in place. So all you need to go out and do is action it and execute it, right? So would you agree that maybe having that plan and knowing what you're going to do next would be really something valuable? And if you are nodding your head going, yes, that's exactly what I need, then I want you to book a call and book that strategy session in now so we can really get you dialed in. We're also, of course, going to go over some of the common marketing obstacles that I see my clients face and how you can steer clear of them so that you don't get stuck in overwhelm and procrastination, so that you know you've got a confident plan to be able to move forward in Q4 and set yourself up for marketing, massive marketing success in 2023. So there you have it. That's your create your killer Q4 strategy session to finish strong and jumpstart 2023. So implement your 3C plan, your close out, your carry forward, and your create new goals. Write them down and then decide, are you jumping into the get your book done strategy session, or are you jumping into the Q4 marketing mastery session where you're gonna leave with your Q4 marketing plan? Pick a session, jump in right now, and let's finish Q4 strong together. Until next time, stay safe, stay strong, and stay positive.